everybody, welcome back to this random journey. I just got back from running some errands and thought, you know what, I should just make a really quick video and just tell you what's been going on in our world, and that way you guys can be caught up with everything that's going on around here. I know it's been a little while since I posted, so I'm not gone. I'm still here. I'm just taking a break. So anyways, I wanted to tell you kind of some of the stuff that's going on. We have been going to auctions. You guys know that that's something that we really enjoy doing. So me and Michael, and a lot of times we'll take the kids with us, we will go to auctions and buy things hopefully cheap and then resell them. Sometimes we can just flip them and resell them quickly. Sometimes we have to refurnish them or fix them up and make them look more presentable. So I thought that it would be fun to show you some of the things that we have sold already from those flips. Maybe if I have time, I will edit it and put in like how much we got it for and how much we sold it for. I thought that might be kind of fun for you guys to see. So yeah, and I'll try to do like a voiceover so I can talk to you guys as I'm showing you those pictures. Off the top of my head, I don't have all that lined out, so I will do that here in just a second for you guys. And then I also wanted to show you progress on the property. I know a lot of you guys are very interested in that, so that too is going to be coming up. I'll be showing you clips from around the property, and then today I will go over there and make a clip of what it's looking like today presently, so you guys can see all the progress we've made over there. So much has been done, and just more and more is going to be getting done. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you that auction stuff and talk to you about that. The first thing we had sold was this potato bin. We got it for $1 and sold it for $20. That was a pretty good profit of $19. It was an easy one to flip, didn't take very long at all. The next thing was this little bench, I guess I'll call it. It was free with a whole bunch of other stuff I got, and we sold it for $5. Didn't have to do anything to it. The next thing was this child's table, size table. We got it for $1. That was the stool, and this next thing coming up was actually with this table. It was $10 sold, and then this is the other free item, which I have not sold yet, but it is up for sale on the marketplace. And then we also got this chair for 50 cents at the same auction, and I have not sold it yet. This clock I got for $15, and I have not sold it yet. I have it listed at $50. Probably bump that down soon. This toaster oven I got for $1 and actually sold it for $20. And it was pretty clean. I just had to do a little bit of cleanup on it, and then it sold extremely fast. So I was really happy with the profit margin on that one. At the same auction, we were able to obtain this bread maker for $1, and I actually cleaned it up and used it. It was in really good shape. I used it to make sure it was going to work, and I made our family a loaf of bread out of it. I like to make sure things work before I sell them. Just some random things we get from auctions, like this vase of flowers that I have posted. I won't get much money out of stuff like that, but every little bit helps. Michael found these tricycles on the side of the road for free. They were going to be thrown out. They were obviously free because they were going to be thrown out, and we got $30 for the pair from a lady. So that was pretty good profit. And then this juicer we got from one of those auctions as well for $1, and we sold it for $15. So I was pretty happy with that. Then these spice racks we got for $2, and I got $15 out of them. This was another freebie we got from the dumpster. We saved it and got a profit of $5. I was pretty happy with that. Michael and I really like taking something that's going to be thrown away and giving it to someone or making it look new and redoing it, so that always makes us really happy. that was all of our auction finds. Not all of them, but a lot of them, and some of them, yes, we have sold, and some of them we haven't. Hope you enjoyed that little segment. I would love to take you guys and show you guys, like, every time we go on to an auction, like, show you what we got, and then like estimate how much we think we might be able to sell it for, and then show you once we have sold it. But we'll see if that happens or not. Just taking the time to do it sometimes is a little overwhelming. Right now, our shed has several things we need to refurbish and get looking good to be able to post. We have a few tables, we have some bed stuff, yeah, just lots of stuff. So I will keep you guys in the loop with all of our auction fun. We really like auctions, if you couldn't tell. So yeah. Going on into this video, I'm going to be showing you the property as of probably 3 weeks ago or so. And then I'm going to run you over today and show you what the property is looking like as of now. So Michael and the boys have been over here working, and this is that big stump that had trees all around it, and we also had a huge brush pile over here, if you remember that, and they cleared all that out and have been burning it.
Oh, we got a path all the way around.
We have a path all the way around what? Oh, there's a path all the way around the building now. This building here, that's all. It's our least nice. It's not as nice as all the other buildings, but it actually holds, you know, some stuff, so. Okay, Prim is going crazy. Prim, honey. What are you doing? She's like at the very end of her lead, going crazy. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Prim. Oh, she'd go into the end of it. She is going, come on. So there's also brush that they got from over along this building over here. We had piled up there. Obviously the stuff behind is big enough for like campfires, but there was a whole bunch of brush and stuff. And I also clipped out a ton of limbs out of that bush right over there, the elderberry, and I can't remember what that other bush is that we're thinking about cutting out, but yeah, so all that has been burnt down to hardly anything now, and hopefully we'll be able to get this stump out eventually and get this ground leveled out, because right now it's like a hill. You guys can tell or not, but anyways, I just love the sound of the crackling fire, and I wish this would do this justice. Maybe, there we go. See how pretty it is? Like the orange, just really hot fire. So pretty. So the property is looking a lot nicer, and it's getting cleaned up. And eventually we want to get all this brush out of here and all these trees out, and level out this ground and stuff. That's kind of our next little project. Something else I wanted to show you guys is our garden. So we have our little garden. It's probably like 6 by 10 maybe area, and this is what it's looking like. We planted a few flowers. Oh my goodness, Prim, she's making it very hard to video, guys. Okay, so what's really cool about this garden is, first of all, we put the mulch down, so that should help. Oh, she is pulling so hard that she is jerking me. Prim, stop, honey. Why? Oh, she wants to go inside with the kids. Would you please? Oh, ow. Prim, calm down, honey. Calm down. Come here. Come here. Come Okay. So anyways, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay. She's gonna calm down now, right? Good girl. Good girl. Stay calm. So anyways, we used compost soil on this garden, and all of these squash, is what we're guessing they are, have voluntarily come up, along with the potatoes over here. Those potatoes are voluntary. Those potatoes are voluntary, and there's a couple other little plants that are voluntary potato plants. We also have, I believe, no. Trying to get in the garden. I believe voluntary tomato there, and I believe that is another voluntary tomato. Then we also went and bought, jalapenos, and also we have bought some actual just tomato plants. I want to make salsa. And we bought some pretty flowers, of course, to go in there, marigolds. So yeah, but look at all those plants that were just, they were just in our compost. I mean, it's just scraps. So anyways, we thought that was super cool, and we're gonna obviously have to thin these out. We already have thinned out a lot, but more keep coming and coming and coming. So we're gonna have to thin them out again. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this garden area. So I was talking about how I thinned this bush out, and the reason I did that, the reason I thinned it out, is because we have tiny elderberries. So this is an elderberry here, along with several others, and that right there is actually, this plant with the big leaves is called poke, and you can actually eat it. So this bush here, it gets a little, you guys might know what it is if I show it to you. It gets these little white flower things, and I think it gets red berries in the fall maybe. I'm not sure if it's edible, but I just want to get rid of it eventually. And I want this to be like an elderberry area. So these little baby ones, I wanted them to get sun. So I cut back all of the bushes. That way we can mow around it easier too. Just cleaned it up. And hopefully those elderberries will grow up this year. And then hopefully maybe next year we'll cut out that other bush. And then Michael is talking about maybe wanting to do in this tree, instead of cutting it down, he's thinking about maybe doing a tree house in it. So we'll see. That may or may not happen. Prim, oh my goodness. Okay, now you got yourself all caught up. What are you doing? Here. Oh, Prim, calm down, honey. Goodness. I want to show you some pictures of Michael whenever he was working on putting the metal on the roof, and what it looked like before, and then I'm going to take you over to the property and show you what the property is looking like as of today, with the new metal roof on. It's not new, it's new to us. The metal was used previously, got a little cheaper that way. So yeah, here's the before pictures of the roof, and let's head over there and see what it's looking like now. Walking up on the property. I always like to give you guys a walk up of the property. You can already see the garden has grown quite a bit, but I will take you up a little bit closer. You guys remember this stump that we tried to burn out? Michael has a walnut tree that he saved from the compost dirt, and it's growing. So that's our little walnut tree that we have on top of our burnt stump. And here is the garden. It has really grown up, guys. So there's lots, if you remember, there's lots of involuntary plants. So we planted these tomatoes, 1, 2, 3, 4. But over there's a cluster of tomato plants that we did not plant. There's like 1, 2, 3 of them right there. We have, we planted this pepper plant. Oh, that's an involuntary tomato as well. We planted that pepper plant over there and that one right there. But we have an involuntary one. I believe that that is a pepper plant. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And then that one right there is actually a pepper plant from the first batch that died off. The root was still in the ground and it came up. So we also have potatoes in some tubs. Guys, I don't know much about potatoes, but I know you're supposed to cover them. So we're gonna get like hay, I think, and put on top of them. But they're growing like massively. I don't remember my grandma's ever getting this big, so I think we're doing something wrong. And then these squash, we have like, they're kind of wilty today, I guess because it rained and now the sun came out and it's really hot. But we have tons of squash. I have weeded out so many squash, and I'll probably wind up weeding out more. But there's just tons of them that came up all by themselves. And then I'm not sure, these are different than the rest, and we don't know whether they are maybe watermelon or like a cantaloupe. We're not really sure, but they look totally different than these ones, obviously. So I have some poke. You guys know I was talking about poke in that other video you just saw. We have some more poke that came up over here in the garden. And then we have these weird, if you guys know what they are, please tell me. You see these little plants? Maybe it'll focus for you. It's hard to see my screen out here, guys, sorry. What are these? They come up, I wish I could find one that has, they're all over the garden. I'm thinking they must be something that was in the compost. There's just like tons of them. And I don't know, they have like a black seed, which I guess all seeds would probably turn black eventually, but it's a larger seed. So it's not like a pepper plant. I thought maybe it was a pepper plant, but anyways, oh, this is super blurry. Sorry, guys. So anyways, that's what the garden is looking like. Garden area is looking like. Just tons of stuff growing. We saw a groundhog. We're not sure if our garden's going to survive the critters. Okay, moving on. Here's the elderberry area that you saw. It's starting, the baby ones are starting to grow up. The poke is huge. At this point, you cannot eat the poke because it's starting to get, let me show you, the little, focus, those little berry things. When it gets up really big like this and gets those berry things, it becomes poisonous to eat. If you didn't know that, don't eat poke when it's gigantic. It is poisonous, my grandma told me. You have to get it when it's got the little leaves and it's just a baby. And then of course our little elderberries are getting so big, and I'm really happy about that. And I'm still wanting to take out this bush, but anyway, we gotta wait, otherwise it's gonna look like super bare. And then our stump smoldered forever, like days and days after we burnt on it. It smoldered and smoldered and smoldered, but we've gotten tons of rain over the last week and a half, and it's just gonna keep raining apparently, according to the weatherman. But we're wanting to bring, our neighbor has one of those like skid loaders, and we're gonna like level this thing out. And then we're also gonna level out back here. This is where all that brush was. And so we're gonna bring that skid loader, and this over here, it's all humped up. That's where I dumped all that dirt whenever I was scraping over by the buildings, when we were trying to get the building walls on. I just dumped it over here because I didn't know what to do with it. And so it's like all humpy and bad. You can't do nothing with it. We're gonna level that out and make this area look nicer. Come back here and show you guys these pretty flowers. These are some beautiful roses. I am not a fan of roses, guys, okay? Different reasons. I don't really like the smell of roses, but I also hate thorns, and these have tons of thorns. And this is actually what was on our stump way over there. It's what was on our stump. And it would catch us as we rode by on the mower. It would catch the boys. And so I said we have to get rid of those. But I don't mind this one because it's way back out of the way along like this broken down fence. And so I think it's pretty. Just something for color, a pop of color. This is the neighbor's. So that is a rental property. This is just an empty lot that somebody comes and mows. We would love to own that. We heard the guy wants to sell. but we have talked to the person who mows. It's not the person that owns it, but anyways, he's wanting to sell, but he has not contacted us because we're interested. So you know what, we said if it's the Lord's will, then it will happen. If not, then it won't, but we would love to own that. Told you we have a big pile of sticks or logs for going camping or what have you, or Michael can woodwork with. I don't know if he can woodwork with that or not, but we're keeping it for some reason. And then our peach tree, it had like this weird growth or something on it. It's looking better, but it's still like, I don't know, maybe it'll focus or not. That stuff, it's really weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, that's what our peach tree has on it. It's looking better than it was, like way better than it was, but it's still not looking super healthy. Okay, let me take you around to the front of the building so you can see the new roof. I'm sure that's what you guys have been waiting for. You don't care about the garden. So there it is, guys. Doesn't that look so much better? He finally got the ridge cap on the other day. It was raining and stuff, and we had to get that on. Let me show you the other side. The other side was super bad. Had a big hole in it. We had covered with plywood and all kinds of stuff. Let me show you this side. Look at that. Isn't that a crazy difference? Here, I'll put the before. Here's the before, and this is the now. Like, isn't that just a great difference? It looks so much better. We're super happy with it. So that's what the main building is looking like in its current state. Something else I want to show you, I'm sure I have shown you the front of our house, and so I want to take you over to the front of the house. We did a little bit of a landscaping up there. We are no professionals, and I think one of my plants is actually dying, but I want to show you guys what it looks like. I could just throw up the pictures, I guess, and show you guys what they look like, but I'll walk over there and show you what it's currently looking like, because we did do some landscaping and I thought it looked nice. I just have to say, our neighbor keeps his yard so nice, and he has all these pretty flowers. That's his mulch. And he has all these roses, and he has all these pretty flowers, peonies. In the spring he has tulips. I just love all of his stuff. It's just so pretty all the time. Okay, here is the front of the house. This little guy right here, I'm pretty sure is dying because that spot gets too much sun, and that little guy just can't handle it. But look, I got some lavender. I'd never had lavender before, and so we put it here in front of the door, so hopefully when it gets big enough it'll smell pretty. And you guys know, or you might not, but I really like succulents. So I got that one in the very top. I've had the hens and chicks for a long time, but the one in the top I just got. So it's a little baby. It'll grow up. But yeah, we put hostas up here. And whatever, I don't know what these are, but hostas, those other ones are not pre-annuals. They're just gonna die off, I guess. But the hostas, if they live, should make it to next year. But I think that those pops of color are so pretty. But these little guys, this one's dying too. Oh, probably because it gets this blotch of sun all day. So these ones just are dying. And I feel really bad for them. But hopefully my hostas live. That's my main goal, is to make them live. But yeah, I got these really cool succulents inside too. Maybe I'll show you those really quick. Alright, I forgot my son was getting a shower, so I can't show you those other succulents, but some other time, guys. Well guys, I hope you liked this video. I know it was kind of random and different, but I hope you liked it nonetheless. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future videos, and I will see you in the next one.